I'm Rob Clausen, and I'm a professor in the Psychology and Education Research Center in the Department of Education at York. The Teacher Selection Project develops tools that make the recruitment process for teachers more efficient and more effective. And so we've developed tools for recruitment, selection, and development over the last 8 years or so. The main one that we've developed is called T-Screen, and it's a situational judgment test that actually places applicants into real-life situations and classroom situations where they have to make judgments. And we've done research on this methodology for, again, the last 8 years, and we show that this is a good way to predict who might be successful in teaching situations. We started thinking about commercialization when we had a few consultancies starting to pile up and interest from international groups. So we've worked with international development groups, we've worked with the World Bank, we've worked with a number of different university clients, and after a while we realized we need to have a way to sustain this kind of applied work, and so that's how we started thinking about commercialization. I participated in the ARC Accelerator program for about 6 months, and it's kind of a boot camp for social scientists to become more commercially savvy. And so we would meet probably twice a week for almost 6 months, and then it became kind of a Dragon's Den thing where we had to pitch the ideas we were working on. It was a surprise to win the first prize, but it's really helped us kind of establish us in our first year and to be able to generate enough income to kind of start making longer term plans. So that's what we've been working on. We think that there is significant international market that we can approach. We've already had a lot of interest from the developing world. We've done a fair bit of work in Australia as well, and in the UK. So yeah, I think we can actually make real measurable improvements to the teaching workforce. It's been a real challenge to move from a research orientation to commercialization, and it's just not the way most academics think in the social sciences particularly. So that's been something that has been a real shift for me and for my team. But on the other hand, it's been quite an interesting and challenging and exciting journey because we're learning a lot about the steps involved in commercialization, and I think that we're getting a much better understanding of what it takes to actually succeed commercially. And it's really difficult, and there are really different things you have to do compared to working as a researcher. So that's been an interesting challenge. The commercialization team has been really helpful in kind of pointing out some opportunities with funders, for example. And my own department has been excellent. Department of Education has been really supportive and are willing to give this a go, even though it doesn't really fit into what they've done in the past in terms of their core mandate.